Hi everyone, for today's example artwork for our graph art assignment, I'm going to be showing you how I made a smiley face. So to begin our smiley face, we're going to use the equation of a circle. So we already know this from class, so x squared plus y squared equals, and we're going to make ours equal to 25 today. So we have a decent sized circle that we can use for the outline of our face. Alright, so now we're going to add our eyes to our smiley face. So again, we're going to use the equation of a circle for our eyes, but this time we're going to put our x's into brackets because we're going to have to add some little transformations to them. Plus bracket y squared equals, and these eyes are going to be smaller than our big circle, so we're going to make these equal to, let's say, 2. Now, we know we can't have our eye right in the middle. We need to have 2 eyes, and we're going to move them over. So we're going to let's add 2 here, sure. And we're going to want to move it up, so we have to adjust on the y-axis, and we know to do that. To move it up on the y-axis, we have to subtract, and let's go up 1. Perfect, looks good. Now we're going to do the same thing for the other eye. So same equation, but this time we're going to do the opposite sign. So instead of adding 2 here, we're going to subtract 2, bracket square that, and then we are going to continue with the same here. Squared equals 2. Uh-oh. What do we do? We need to subtract. That's right. There we go. So now we have our 2 eyes on our smiley face, and I want to add little pupils on the inside of the eye just to make them look a little bit more realistic. So we're going to add some more circles again. So using the same equation that we had before, let's do this. Let's play around with it. Plus y squared equals 1. Oh, too big. Okay, let's see. There we go. Perfect. So we can see that we're just kind of playing around here. And you can adjust your numbers as you want to create a shape. Oopsie. This has to be a minus, and we'll make it equal to the same size. Perfect. All right, now we are going to add our mouth to our face. So we're going to use a quadratic formula for this, a new quadratic equation to make a parabola. So we can start out by writing out y equals x squared, and we can see that our mouth is raised, so we do need to bring it down a little bit. So let's go minus 4. Sure, we can do that for now, and then we'll kind of play around with it. Or let's do minus 3, so it's a little bit higher up. And we can see that our mouth is very, very curved, and we know that that's not normal. We kind of want to flatten it out a little bit, so let's make some adjustments to our x here so we can stretch our parabola a bit. And we got it like that. Now I'm going to show you how we use our domain and range in Dermos to stop our graph from continuing on. So once we have our equation how we want it, we're going to open a new set of brackets, and we are going to use the y less than or equal to, let's go, -2. Uh-oh, I think there's a special brackets we're supposed to use. Yes, we're supposed to use these brackets here, sorry. So we're going to put that same information just into those brackets that I opened. So now we can go back and do that again. So y less than or equal to -2. There we go. And we can see that this stopped our equation from continuing. And if we want to make our mouth like more, I guess, realistic, we can add another function into the bottom to kind of close it off. So let's go y equals x squared -4. Perfect. And then we can, again, use our domain and range to stop it from continuing. So let's go y less than or equal to -2 as well, because we can see that'll close it. Perfect. Now we can add a nose to our face using an exponential function. So we know that is y equals x cubed. And we can, again, play around with it a little bit. So we know we need to bring it down so it fits our face. So let's go down let's go down a little bit more, 1.5. There we go. And we want to stretch our graph, compress our graph a little bit to fit our face more. Perfect. And we're going to play around with our domain and range again. So let's see what we can do. Let's go -1.5. And we'll see how this works out. Maybe let's go a little bit bigger. -1.6. Perfect. There we go. And we can continue. Let's go up to 0. Perfect. So we have a little nose added. And lastly, we can add maybe some eyebrows to our face. So we know we're going to use the quadratic equation again, similar to our mouth, but we're going to do it upside down. So let's go y equals -x squared. And we're going to have to raise it up. So plus x plus, let's go 2.5. Perfect. And now we need to, let's stretch it out a little bit. Let's go by 0.3. Perfect. And we can play around with our domain and range again. So for this one, instead of using our y axis, we're going to just restrict against our x axis. So let's say, let's go from 0.5 to 3. Perfect. And then we're going to repeat this again for our left eyebrow. So y equals -0.3 x squared. This time we're going to go minus x, so it's on our opposite side, plus 2.5. And again, we will open up our brackets to restrict our x-axis. So we're going to go between -0.5 and -3 for this one. We had to rewrite it the other way, sorry. And -3 here. So that is our greater value. Perfect. So here's a little demonstration on how I created a smiley face, and now we know we can use other functions to create a body. We can create ears, hair, using different things. So this is just a brief one that took me not too long to do, so I want you guys to come up with lots of creative ideas, and at the end of class you will send us an exit ticket using your function or your image you created, and also including all of your functions that you used.